Well, hey, all you busy bees, welcome back to the stream. Today we're going to keep up with the newer format. So starting off with like a just chatting portion, and then going to move on to the game. So over here, for a little bit of chatting, maybe learning something new with my handy dandy notepad over here. Then stick around. If not, wait like 10 minutes. Or if this is on YouTube, then skip forward like 10 to 15 minutes and enjoy the contents of the game for today, which is going to be Loop Hero. So if you do want to check out me playing Loop Hero for the first time, give my first impressions of it, like I said, stick around. Also, if you want to learn a little bit about habits today, stick around for that because we're about to talk about it. I love Loop Hero for this too because it defines a loop, and a habit is kind of a routine and a beginning of a loop. And if you want to get like even more existential, you know, you have a loop, which is basically just like a circle, right? But then if you turn it another direction and make it 3D, you have a line. But let's say you start a new habit and it kind of builds you up a little bit, and then builds you up a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. And then you basically just have an upward spiral. This is my nerdy way of explaining how positive loops in your life will create an upward spiral. And that is good for you. The question is, what are some good ways to start an upward spiral? Oh, my thought is start with your habit. Start with the most basic habit that you can. So if you're going to start a loop with a nice basic habit, you want to pick something positive. Because if you have, let's say, positive input, let me adjust the pixel width here. Go. Start off with a little bit of positive input. That right there is the start, what can be the start of your loop. Positive input will lead to some positive thoughts. So if you start here, like in some good positive input in, maybe read a book, listen to a favorite podcaster, listen to some of my positive content. just saying. Hit the follow, a like and subscribe type deal. You know, you get a little bit of that good positive input. Or any other podcast, or anything positive, even just positive friends, positive association. That'll lead you to this positive thoughts section. Positive thoughts then lead to positive action. And then positive action leads to positive results. Maybe that's the reward you've been looking for, or part of my handwriting here. Something you've been trying to build up towards, you know, if you're a content creator, putting in some good positive input, having some good positive thoughts, taking a lot of good action, finally hitting some of those goals. And when you finally hit even the smallest goal, maybe it's your first viewer, your first view, that result becomes positive input. And voila, you've created a positive loop. And I find that it's easiest to start here at this specific section of positive input. And I say that because that's something for the most part, that you can control. So your positive input could, like we talked about, that can be a couple of good things. That can be books, podcasts, and one not a lot of people think about is your self-talk. Now, it kind of depends on what kind of camp you're in. Whether you want to get onto positive affirmations, mantras, and things like that. All good things. But I think the basic thing is, what do you think about yourself when you're thinking thoughts about yourself? Because I'd imagine, if you ever felt like me, then maybe that's one of the harder things to do. So maybe this is actually where you start at the very beginning. Maybe just by saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to have a good day today. You just out loud say, hey, you know what? It's going to be a good day. Today was a good day. Woke up. It's a good day. Let's say you're trying to do something specific. Hey, you know what? This Twitch stream, it's going to be a great Twitch stream. I'm prepared. I'm ready to go. Got some good content. People are attracted. They want to watch this kind of stuff. You got some good self-talk about yourself. Boom. Positive input. You're like, oh, hey, you know what? Yeah, I got some good creative thoughts. Here's what I could do. So then you go and you put in all the action, making scripts, making guidelines, doing a little bit of research, getting things set up on the back end. That's something I had to learn a little bit more today. Make sure I get some better music for next time, other than just a game music in the background. Take the action, which is what we're doing right now. We got the live stream, so boom, here's my action. And we'll see what kind of results we get. Who knows? I can't control the results, but I can control how I respond to those results. So just a little bit of a positive thought there. For me, the result is actually just having done the stream. Boom. I've already won. And guess what that becomes? Positive input. Builds belief. And take more action. Maybe get the same result, maybe get a different result. Better results, but still probably a positive result because I got them positive thoughts about it. Then we go back around to input. Loop, the loop, the loop. And now you have that spiral, that positive upward momentum, so to speak. And so when you build that upward momentum, it just keeps going and going and going. Now the question is, what do you do if you're stuck in a negative loop? What do you do if you're stuck in a rut, which is basically a grave with two openings at the end? Just go in a circle. How do you get out of that? It's a good question. I'll actually be putting out a video on this a little bit later on down the line. That'll be on Loop Pro and getting out of ruts and some bad routines and getting into good routines. But the one thing that you can do today, and I'll ask you this, what is some positive input that you can put into your life? I ask you that right now. How can you add more positive input? What kind of positive input do you need to add? What are some of your goals that you're looking to accomplish, and how can you learn some more about it? How can you listen to some more about it? And how can you speak to yourself better about it? Can you put all those things together so you can start your upward spiral and get things going? So, good action step. Hey, if you are stuck in a negative loop, in a rut or something, just start here. Like I said, we'll have another video coming out that maybe we break down getting rid of negative habits in some more depth. But I want y'all to be able to walk away with something today. So if you are here specifically for some good positive input, this is it. Your action step is identify what of these things or more you can start adding in today or tomorrow, depending on where you're at and when you're watching this stream, so that you can finally either start breaking free from the negative momentum, or if you're kind of just like in a neutral spot, like, hey, you know, I feel like I'm doing pretty good, but I want to do a little better. I have this goal, I'm a little blocked on it. Well, this is how you start getting positive momentum. The last thing I'll leave you with before we move on to the game is this magic word. Are you ready for it? Are you sure? Hopefully I'm spelling it right, because if not, that would be super embarrassing, but patience. This whole thing doesn't happen overnight. You know, say, hey, I read 3 pages of a book, where's my positive results, huh? No. That's not how that works. This part right here, you're gonna have to have patience. You're gonna have to put in that input, have patience with the input, have patience with the thoughts, work through the action, and let go of the results. Let the results happen. And then be patient with the whole process. So you not only have to be patient one time, not 2 times. The whole thing. You got to be patient with it, let it build up. And then, just like when you were kind of like, man, how did I get in this position? You'll be saying the same thing, but in the opposite, more positive direction. Man, I'm doing pretty good. I'm not 100% sure. I know I've been doing some good stuff, but I can't remember what it was. How did I get here? In a good way. That comes from building your positive loop. So, with all of that, I'll go ahead and save that bad boy. With all that being said, there you go. It's the beginning of it, how to build a positive loop. And hopefully y'all stick around for some gameplay. Let's see if I can get it to give it a good go on the first time around. It might get kind of weird when the flips. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, almost perfect. Well, welcome back if you left. And if you stayed, much appreciated. Hope you're ready for an exciting stream as I put away my little drawing pad. Which, by the way, they got a nice little, like, $40 Wacom pad. Outstanding. It's great. So, here's what we're doing. First time playthrough of Loop Hero. It's great. We're going to talk about just the gameplay, really. And maybe add a couple little life loops in there, maybe some other things. But honestly, since I've never played this before, it's going to be a lot of blind playthrough. So, backseat gaming, please. Like, I love it. Just no spoilers. Keep it a chill vibe. We like to keep it chill here. But yeah, definitely always appreciate a little bit of helps and tips. So, without further ado, let's get going. Ooh. The stars in the sky are going out one by one. I like that noise. That's a nice noise too. But no one notices it. No one can stop it. I'm racing to the last place where there is still hope. I need to make it before it's too late. Ooh, it's like goopy. The sounds of agony will quickly fade. The world will be destroyed. Even the memory of it will be gone. Oh, that's a pretty cool design right there. Oops, that somehow minimized the screen. That's not good. How do I get you back? Let's see. Oh, it looks like it's just going to be a little janky. Places without time, without memories. My head is killing me. I remember only a skeleton with a staff up in the sky. This darkness was coming from him. Did he destroy everything around here? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. Alright, can I get you back to full screen? There we go. Hey, okay, there we go. We're all fixed now. It's all good. Oh, interesting. Right click. Hope I'll be able to find some shelter before nightfall. If night even still exists with that sky, that is. Pay attention to the day progress bar at the top. Okay, okay. The enemies will usually appear at the end of the day. Continue your journey. Okay, so we're back to planning. Okay, little slime. A living ball of slime. Quite a nuisance. They digest anything they can. Hey, I remember this creature. Maybe I just need to freshen up my memory and add, and everything will go back to normal. Go ahead and also readjust the sound. Alright, we got a little bit of spooky sound here. Okay. I dig it. Am I supposed to be doing something right now? Okay, auto battles. It's hard to fight with your bare hands. I think there's an undigested weapon in the remains of that thing. You have an inventory item slot, you know what to do. Oh, okay. I think I remember there was a grove nearby. Are these even my memories, or do they belong to that slime? Oh, that's actually a pretty interesting, like, lore content. Like, are you actually getting the memories, and that's how that's happening? Spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. Rat wolf can move adjacent tiles. Now, am I supposed to... I guess I'm supposed to help out the hero so that after enough loops... Map completion. Ah, okay. So I'll naturally... like, have to put obstacles... Oh, that's kind of cool. You have to add adversity to what the hero's doing in order for them to grow. I was right. Some emotional stress, a few vivid images, and a bit of adrenaline. Now forget it all like a bad dream. I mean, I'll remember it all like a bad dream. Darn it. Good thing nobody heard that. Okay, get new items and cards during battle. Okay, some items have unique features. As in most of the cards, by hovering over them, you can inspect it. Counter 10%. Alright, so I want to give myself... Oh! Oh! The axe is just gone. Oh, I hope I don't need that. Okay, let's place this. +1 hero attack speed. Wait, I can put that outside the loop. Oh, wait, and notice you can get new items and cards in battle. Yep, yep, yep. Rock, magnificent appearance gives you strength. +3 HP. +3 HP for... Ooh, I can like... That's a neat thing. I can like build the environment around me. Alright. Good, there's a number of mountains over there. Now forest, okay. So it's like you're adding scenery. Different actions will yield resources that I'll need later on, but not right now. So you have like an RPG, a builder, resource manager. You have like all these games in one. That is so cool. And it's the behind it too. It's just kind of neat too, because like rebuilding yourself, rebuilding your memories, so like as you get stronger. Interesting. Yeah, I'm a nerd out about this. I just absolutely love when games have like a depth like this to them. I think it's time to get some rest. Okay, it's on a loop path. Only you decide when it's time for the hero to return to the camp. Either you or the fangs and claws of your enemies, of course. You can retreat almost any time, but a special animation will let you know when it's time or safe to do so. Okay. Retreat to the camp by pressing the button. You consider returning to the cozy camp right now while you're still alive and walking. Good thing the camp is right nearby, and now's the perfect chance. Retreat. You keep all resources. Okay, so retreat to the camp. Now what's the camp like? It's cold and dark here. A small fire can solve both these problems. Ooh. Soundtrack is nice too. I think I dig it. Oh. Ooh. This kind of reminds me of one of the things I liked about Backpack Hero. I feel I've seen me play that one. That was a really fun game too. We like build up your camp as you go through over and over again. Congratulations, you've beaten this annoying tutorial. You can now start your first expedition. Or not. Do as you wish. Click in order to complete the tutorial. Well, I guess I'll expedition. Oh man, this is so cool. Oh! This path, everything was wrong. But I remember. It looks like a completely different place, and it's empty again. Do my actions have any meaning? Yo! That's deep. That's some deep stuff right there. Nah, don't you feel like that sometimes too, when you're kind of like stuck in a little bit of a loop or a cycle in your life, especially when you're on like a either maintaining average or kind of sinking down slowly, you know, maybe working the same job forever or coming up with the same struggles without being able to break through. Man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna make for a great video too. Hide this real quick. And also get a couple of little snapshots for later when I make some thumbnails. Speed up the expedition speed. Planning for pause, okay. Maybe I'll do like a... I kind of like the thought of doing like a mountain range in the middle. Meadow. Field study. Let's do like a meadow over here, just because I think it'd be cool. What resources did I get? Ration. Okay, okay. So there's food supply too. Interesting. Pebbles. Okay. And I also notice here, there's like skeleton guy. That's how I guess I make it to the end. Maybe we can make it to the end. There we go. I think that's possible. Okay, what do we get? Kind of pause that. Alright, got a shield. That's a nice boulder. Got some rocks. Okay, so that's building up my person. Okay, slam down a meadow. That's kind of cool too. So like you're getting... Oh, what? Erases any established tile. Erases monsters from the road. Now the question is, if I make it back to camp, do I lose my cards? Because if I lose my cards, that's not good. There's no point in like hoarding cards, but I don't think I will. So right now I should be getting some pretty good synergy with the mountains. How is my hero doing? Okay, pretty good. Not bad. I'll save this up. I think this will be better saved. And it seems like Artificial life liquid. So I wonder if there's also like some other mechanics too, like with elemental damage. First blood. Kilimanjaro. So I got the little first blood achievement. Okay. Oop. Planning. Rocks. Watching that health go up. Cemetery. Spawns a skeleton every 3 days. Yeah, let's just slap it in there. Spooky. Vampire mansion. Oh, I can't even put that. Okay, so I'll put it over here. Over here would be. I don't know if I want to put it over here. Would be kind of neat. Let's just make it really let's just make it really hard in this one spot. A mountain. It's like a big rock. It's a really big boulder. And if push comes to shove, I got the little Oblivion card over here. Hero's doing good. Hero is rushing it. Oh, we got 2. Okay, battlefield. Spawns a chest on an adjacent tile each loop. Enemies on the tiles on it become ghosts when they die. Let's put it 3. This will be a lot. This will be still just 3. This will be 4. This will be 5. So I'll put it on this corner. Spider cocoon. Spawns a spider in an adjacent tile once a day. Put that right there. Grove, basic little grove. Yeah, let's just stack this out. And we'll keep Oblivion. So if we need to erase something, if we just made it too hard. Oh, we got a bunch of good armor too. Pure damage? That's kind of cool. Let's see what that does. Still no weapon. Treasury. Thick walls guard all kinds of interest from thieves. Must be surrounded by empty space when you build it. That's kind of cool. Put it up there. So I can retreat or keep going. But I also heal. So I'm gonna keep going. Good, good. Got some resources because nothing spawned yet. Oh. Oh, spooky vampire. Blah. Back off, human. A vampire. Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I'd be glad to offer it. No more lands. No more flock. Only hundreds of years of emptiness. Blah. Oh, dang. Dude, that's a good pixel art right there. And hundreds of years. So it's time and space warping? Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I can keep my head straight. Hundreds of years? What are you talking about? Yeah, some sort of spatial and time warp at the same time. Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its fill. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I am too weak, but you can help me, and I will set this crumbled world right. That's right. I'm not just doing this for myself, but for everyone in the name of greater good. Woo! So be grateful for my hard work and just let me bleed you dry. Spooky. Ah, that don't sound good. What kind of trade is that? Ah, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Vampire ores. Okay. Oh! So he pairs up with someone. That's bad news. He heals, or that's why it's taking so long. Vampires often owned our lands. They kept the peace and helped the settlements prosper. Interesting. But this won't do at all now that they are just pale shadows of the former settlers. both physically and mentally. Apparently the blood of other creatures can't sustain them. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures around here were imbued with the power to drain someone else's life. Oh, okay, kind of pointing out the whole aura thing. We can put a road lantern if things are just kind of getting out of control. I'll put it over here, so I have like a kind of a safe haven on the way back. Mountain. Okay. Meadow. Spooky, scary skeletons. I'm making this like an absolute death trap for me. Chest. Okay. And a ring. Ooh, that'll be helpful. Can I equip it now? I can. Ooh, a better shield and with vampirism. And is that even a better shield? Regen to all, regen per second. I'll hold on to that. Oh, hold on. So it looks like there are actually, like, this might be like a legendary shield because it's got the orange around it. This one's got blue. Another grove. So I think too, because I was in the battlefield, the slime should have a ghost. Another treasury. Okay, thank you. What treasures it? Random relic after placing anything on the time must be assigned. Okay. Looking pretty good still. Got 3. Oh, because the days are going by. So I got lots of spiders. Okay. Oh, but now I got sword. Like an actual sword now. Got a mountain. Okay, let's actually let's speed some stuff up a little bit. A beacon, okay. Yeah, that's a good amount. So I might actually destroy something over there. Let me place like a little mountain ridge back here. A goblin camp. Oh, appears for every 10 mounds of Talzok. The sound of backstabbing can be heard from miles away. I'll let them live. I might obliviate them. Spooky, scary mansion. Can I stack them on top? Yeah, why not? Like I said, this is like, you ever play Monopoly and you got that one person who's got a Monopoly like an entire row? This is what that is right here. This is like the death Monopoly. Okay. I got some good shields. I'm still doing pretty solid. So far, nothing's really beaten what I got. Yeah, having the vampires and shields is doing pretty good. Keep that. Yeah. Okay, now time to go through the death Monopoly here. Oh, that doesn't look good down there either. that actually might be pretty good to get rid of some of these inner ones. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now we'll see how the goblins work. That's a pretty cool looking goblin. Stop. Where did these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you. We remembered ourselves. Now give us all your things. You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first? You can do anything you want after that when I'm done. Goblins must rob. No other order in the world. Fair enough. Goblin's gonna gob. Oh wait, how about this? Yo, okay, they look... I thought they would be a little more damaging than that, but... nah, not too bad. I might have to... Oop, stuff's dropping off. Okay, okay. That's got better... Oh, that's some really good stuff right there. Oh, that's pretty solid. That's even better? That's even more better. Okay. This also is better. Huh. What do these numbers mean? Didn't really notice that last time. So like the sword's got a 3. Not really sure what that's for. Okay. Okay. But yeah, definitely once I get closer to the camp, I'm gonna hit that retreat. But if I hit retreat, it should start everything over. And that spider, I just to kind of now notice it, it like attacks out of its back. And that's gross. Blooming meadow, oh, that's kind of cool. Because I probably, I don't know if I can do another loop per se. I kind of want to go back to the camp. What will I lose? Well, what does the ration do? Okay. Oh. I just gotta get closer to it. Nope, okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Man, I love the art for this game. They did a great thing with the pixels here. Can't believe it. Hey, everybody. The boy managed to return. Survivors, does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from, that or we can't remember. These few people are all that's left of our group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We've reached that conclusion based on the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. Each day we see signs of other people's presence around us, but as far as we know, they don't exist. And never did. It's like we forgot them. I'll figure out the voice for everybody at some point. I have to pull out my old Dungeons and Dragons DMing, voicing. Forget them, exactly. It's as if people are disappearing every day and we instantly forget they existed. Just like we forgot where we came from. And our families. Maybe even ourselves. My name is Yota. That I still remember. Everyone else's memories are not much better. Huh, that's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. Wait, you said managed to return. That means you remember I was here. Yes. That's why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't keep wandering in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire here and enough space for a few sleeping bags, a real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Of course you can stay. I'd be very grateful we could team up. I want to put everything right, and I'm only beginning to remember the world as it was before. There's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remember the world? I don't get what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted, but we'll be glad if you could help us. And we'll be glad to help you. Just don't ask to follow you out there. I don't know how you managed to return, but for leaving the group is too dangerous. I'll ask no such thing of you. But now I just want to have a place to return to, a place where I can hear other people's voices. Alright, cool. Almost done. We were joking about helping you here. There's a few things that survive the cataclysm and don't vanish. Don't become forgotten. Take it, you might need it. Cool, so I got some dope stuff here. Alright, let's... that's cool, camps and everything. Let's do some building. What do we got? Field kitchen. Okay, 10% of the campfire's healing power, good. Unlocks the Blood Grove card. Okay, so this is how you unlock cards too, as well as some extra bonuses. This is kind of like the part of the roguelite where you can keep kind of building up and up. Okay, so I'm missing out on like some ore. I don't have enough Field of Ashes. I do want to get a field kitchen. Oh, neat. Cool, so you get to place it too. Foundation stone. Build the first camp structure. Yo, this guy looks kind of cool. You know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? Food made by a good cook is tastier. Yeah, well, but are we waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything's very simple. Give me a few minutes and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. Yeah, I don't know what kind of voice I want to do with him either, so bear with me on that one. Can I upgrade him? I can. What? Oh, I can upgrade this. I can upgrade this. What's new? Okay, if I... I guess this should say noticeable change is enough to turn a caterpillar. Will turn itself into something else. 20 changes form a complete metamorphosis. What does that mean? Any changes form a complete meta. So I guess 20 noticeable changes, which I don't know how I get those, will turn into something cool. Just like 13 pieces of scrap metal will form a stable metal and so on and so forth. What? Okay, what is this? What is... Okay, I think it wants me to click this. So I can... Huh. Oh, okay. Oh, so this is a deck building, resource management, RPG style game that's a roguelike. That's pretty cool. So this is like all the cards on the table. Chapter 1. I guess only chapter 1. Class Warrior. So those are the classes too. I'm making that assumption. Okay, so this game is rolling out pretty neatly. Digging it so far. A lot of good complexity here. I really dig it. So that means I've also learned if there's middle parts, I should actually probably leave these for like the stuff that affects multiple tiles and like use the outside stuff for like backgrounds. Might save that for like another loop around. Yeah, I'll save that inside tile for good stuff. Okay. It's a lot of cool complexity here. I can dig it. It's like, I'm gonna put these guys way back here, because they don't need to be near anything other than themselves. Okay, remember to equip armor this time. Get that rock out there. Alright, alright, alright. Get a meadow going. I'll put it on the other side. Cemetery. I might as well just make another death row over there. Treasury's gotta go by itself, so I'll put treasuries in a corner. We've also got some stuff. Spider cocoon. I'll double up the spiders over there. Oh, I gotta remember to upgrade my stuff. Okay, get that in there. Ring. Boom. Boom. Okay, I got a full stack out pretty quick. Battlefield. Let's try this out. Let's just make like one really dense path and see if I can actually make it through. See how many loops I can go. Because I also don't know what happens if I die. Do I lose everything or do I only lose certain things? Do I have to start all the way over like my camp gets destroyed? Okay, so right now doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna have like Spider Alley and then like Death Alley up there. Yeah, I really gotta take the evasion. Okay. Add to Death Alley. Add to this massive mountain range. Spider City. Spider City. I'll take vampirism instead, get some survivability. So I don't really have like builds in mind yet, especially for the character. I'm pretty sure as that kind of like fleshes itself out, it'll get kind of more and more, you know, understandable, like certain types of build, vampirism builds or something like that. And I'm just kind of like, what's probably going to do the best for me as much as I can think of it. Gosh, she attacks so fast. Yeah, so now what these numbers mean. Maybe like level? Damage to all counter. Okay, I'll just do that one. Blood Grove. What does that do? Can we place adjacent roads? Roots devour enemies that have less than 50% health. Can be placed adjacent to the road near other trees. Okay, dope. It says it could also leave something worse in its path of like what it helps you kill. So this is really just gonna be like, can we make it through this grind? Do I do damage to all? I do have like a cleave. I wonder if that's always like that. I have no idea what's gonna spawn out of there, that tree. Probably not good. It's eating a lot of things. It's a vampire again. Okay, pause, please. Swag. Yo, we're crushing it. Even better. I'm kind of just going off of raw numbers here. That's a bad shield. Except this does have more max HP, but I'll take the regen. Okay. Got some meadows. The beacon. You got there might be more helpful. Got some boulders. A new grove. So that wasn't too bad. Only it's like half my health. Spiky shield, that's kind of cool. Oh, before I kill both, I'll do I'll like damage to all. So I guess maybe that's what I thought that cleave was. It probably wasn't actually cleave. Oh, that could be kind of helpful too. Might do that. So let's try again. Although I noticed Spider Alley looks insane. Hopefully these meadows will bloom soon. Yeah, that's... I wonder if there's a max on a tile, like it maxes out at 4. Okay, good. The damage to all, absolutely clutch. Let's add to Spider Valley. Grove, let's just toss that bad boy right there. Maybe I'll Oblivion the goblins. I'll kind of see how I feel about it. Okay, good. We're picking up some good momentum here. I'll keep the road lantern. I also noticed like you got this green dot right here, and you got like a half green and then like black. I wonder what that means. Probably some other mechanic I'm not aware of. I think it's the loop counter. Okay. Interesting. Any new weapons? No. No. I'll do that. Oh, level. Oh, okay. Now I figured it out. Hopefully, if you're in the comments and when this becomes like a future live stream on YouTube or however long it's on Twitch, hopefully you're not yelling too much at me like Matt. That number 1 corresponds with the loop level that you found it in. Maybe. Well, that just dropped level 2 stuff. So I guess it is still kind of like level in a sense. Okay. So far, my health has actually gotten higher. I may still... kill off the goblins, we'll see. Yo, what was that? A rage? I guess. Yo, I got something kind of cool. What is... Counter regen vampirism. Damage to... I like this. The vampirism is going to come in handy. Damage to all, yep. Let me get that damage to all though. Okay, another meadow, another grove. Beacon. Keep the road landing the same. It's pretty good. It's another thing about loops, like I was talking about earlier, and like the just chatting is, when you got some good positive momentum, that loop turns into an upward spiral. Now, that's not to say that when you're Just because you're on an upward spiral, that means nothing's gonna happen to you. That's bad. Because guess what? Resistance will always be there. This is like the example of resistance. This little resistance alley, I guess I'll start calling it. And you see all this stuff, the rewards that come from going through the resistance. I do want to keep that for the vampirism. Good. This has regen, but I just like the other stuff way better. Okay, so pretty good with that stuff. Anything good here? Nah. Put out my boulder. Little meadow. Oop, okay. New shield. Has counter, has vampirism. So I'm probably going like vampirism build just because I think that's what's gonna keep me alive, to be quite honest. Yeah, I'm kind of set with this. Alright, I'm doing pretty good. Ooh, this one's got better shield and vampirism. Other one's still got regen though, so I'll stick with that. Ooh. Damage all evasion. Pretty big cutting stuff there. I'll keep that for vampirism. I know, chat. What do you think? I'll stick with the axe. Oh, that's kind of cool. Vampirism. Why not? Ah, this is better. I know what pure damage is. Maybe it does better against undead. Got a nice boulder. You know what else I got? More spiders. Oh, if I put it here, spiders on an adjacent tile, so in theory I should just be getting spiders all over the place here. Big boulder. Big rock. More gobos. I don't want those gobos there. I don't want these. I don't like goblins. I want to keep that oblivion though. So I'll put this here. Okay, another loop. Blood Grove. Cemetery. What else we got new here? Keep the vampirism. Okay, Spider Island. Another treasury, some more good stuff there. Another vampire mansion. Let's slap it right here. Boulder. Oh, that's quite a bit. Alright, I'm doing pretty good though. Kind of like, I don't know how much more I can do to make it harder myself. Getting some pretty good stuff. Okay, starting to wear me down a little bit. Yeah, I really don't want goblins. It's annoying. Maybe if I put enough lanterns around, it'll just stop spawning. It's weird you can't like upgrade it. I'm getting some pretty good resources here too. Absolutely digging it. Beacon. I'm really curious to see, because it says its roots divide enemies that may spawn something dreadful from the remains. So I'm. Oh, is that it, or is that just a ghost? I think it's just a ghost. Just because there's a battlefield there. Alright, now it's a real test of strength here. So, putting myself within that kind of adversity. That's another thing too. I like to equate to like some of those loops and things like that. Is, you know, sometimes just like mid-journey, you have to force that adversity onto yourself. You know, just like with this game, I designed having, you know, Death Alley here. I could have spaced things out maybe. But every time I go through, yo, what? Oh, that like transforms. Didn't know that happened. But yeah, every time I go through Death Valley, I mean, look how much better I get. Get better stuff, better gear, and then it makes it easier to move on and push through over and over and over again. Now, sometimes though, using my health, it's getting a little spicy, a little dicey and spicy. I'm curious. Having the double vampires, I think, will be better. Max HP, not by enough. Will I make it through this loop? I might have to ski-daddle. Back, but we'll see. I do have these oblivions. So I guess if push comes to shove, I can oblivion and then sprint back. Yeah, I think I like what I got. Oh, that's the flesh golem. Got it. Okay. You hit pretty hard, but not hard enough. Spider Alley. Yeah, it's just wearing you down. So the thing with loops, if you get stuck in one and you don't actually make any effort to get out of it, whether it be like a neutral spiral or just a rut at that point, it will wear you down. And you will get the urge to quit whatever you're trying to do. Go with this one. You got to make sure you really start pushing through as soon as you notice that you might be getting stuck. And loop. Oh, he got turned into a ghost. Alright. So meadow. And meadow. Vampire Mansion. Battlefield. Extra spooky ghosts. Oh, I'm getting down to the low hundreds. Nah, I think I'm good. Yeah, let's see how far we can go. What? What poke? Oh, I made it to the end? Oh, righty then. Hey, we made it to the end. Let's see what happens. So I guess I click this. Oh, don't wait. Oh, spooky. How is it possible? That's right. You didn't devour me like the rest of the world. Haven't I? You really don't think so? What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you. I consumed all your reality. Its every element now rests in a separate pocket dimension. Ah, pocket dimension. Spaces, living beings, information, even memories. They shall remain there until entropy does its work, turning everything into uniform static mass. Uniform static mass sounds like a really ballin' band name. Along with you, of course. You're insane. So, what do we have here? I see you found a way to interact with other pieces of your reality. Organizing, combining, and merging them. Ah, like the mountains. But how? I don't see any exceptional talent or knowledge in you. You hardly even understand what's happening, right? I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world and thinks that it can get away with it. You're already doomed, and you know it. Perhaps you're just the first in a series of systematic errors. A problem I must learn to solve. Let's not waste any time, then. I don't think you're capable of feeling regret. And I just kind of think of like stereotypical anime voice. But I'm about to change that. He's gonna whoop. Yo, homeboy's gonna... Can I use this? And you were gotten by entropy. You let the rut get to you, and you went down. So let's see what death is like. I lost a whole bunch of good resources. Oh, interesting. And then kind of, so it's all attached to the hero's memory. Man, I had so much good stuff, man. Dang. Okay, so I feel like there's like runs to build, like specifically building up, and then runs that you might want to focus on making it to the first boss. Because apparently like there's multiple chapters, and so I didn't even beat chapter 1. I got heartily spanked by that guy. Dang. Dude, that was crazy. Man, that was super fun. Great game. Absolutely, it was just banger, just gotta say. So man, that was really good. That was really good. And this is gonna be a fun game. Definitely gonna play it more. Put it on the YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out at Empty Creators. If you like the content, you know, maybe hit the follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. Or just leave some comments. Like a good question would be like, hey, do you feel like you're in a rut right now? If so, how do you think you can get it out of that rut? Or from the earlier thing we talked about, what's some positive input you can put in today or tomorrow, depending on where you're at, to get that good input and to start a positive loop in your life. So, don't know if I'll keep streaming this. Let me know what y'all think in terms of what I should stream, or should I stream something differently, or stream a different game altogether. Definitely gotta say thank you for watching, whether you stuck around or jumped around. I hope you got something out of it. And with all that being said, go out there, be impactful,